our first trading strategy that we are going to learn about is something we're going to refer to as the momentum strategy. In this strategy, very simply, we'll utilize the RSI, MACD, and stochastics functions that we created in our previous section to create a data frame that will allow you to analyze all three, make sure they're confirming each other for momentum and direction, and then create buy points. To do this, we are going to create a notebook, and inside that notebook we're going to reference an additional outside notebook which will contain our RSI, MACD, and stochastics functions. We are going to create a new function that will call our Y finance module, grab data for a given security. We are then going to take in that same function, pass over the certain portions of the created data frame to our referenced functions to grab our RSI, MACD, and stochastics. We're going to append those to that data frame, and then we are going to look for them to confirm each other and create a new column which will be looking for our entry points. So in this example, you can see on the slide here that we listed out what we're going to be looking for, but we're going to get into that in detail, so don't worry if it doesn't make too much sense here based on the wording. But some things I do want you to pay attention to on this slide before we jump in. So I do want the user to fully understand what we do when we get in there and when we create the strategy. And we kept the notebook small to make sure that it's very legible. You can kind of get the gist of what's going on without putting too much into the user's plate at once. But some things that I would recommend, suggestions for improvement to what we're going to show you, is that you get familiar with it and that you try to look for your own patterns. So change around some of the indicators and the metrics and things we're looking for. So change your RSI, instead of 14 or 21, make it 25. See what that does to your metrics and see how often that gives you entry points as compared to a smaller RSI of maybe 2, 3, or 4. Change around your stochastics, your MACD. We're going to mess with slopes when we get into this, so we're going to mess with looking at things and are they headed in the right direction. So maybe you want to look for similar things. Maybe you want to look for short opportunities. Maybe you want to look for things to diverge or converge. All of these are available, and I encourage the users, to take this section and not only learn it, but also to try your own things. Look for your own patterns, and then make sure you really understand what is coming out, and then push the data to Excel. Test in Excel and see, okay, this would have been an entry point, this would have been an exit point, and really confirm what you're looking at so that you have a really good grasp of this section. All right, with that, let's go ahead and jump into our live look